Right information, correct? 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 Okay, there we go. Alright. All right. So today, oh wait, actually, let me pull up a. Alright, boom. Damn, it got it. Ah, fuck it. Actually, I don't want the video to have a location. Time telling website. I just need a website that has the time on the screen big as fuck. No. Time website. Time.gov. Just something that has the time big as fuck. No. Time and date. Yes, can I get a clock that shows the time and date when I'm on fucking location? No. What's the name of that damn website? Clock zone? What is it? No. Overtime, no. World time. 24-hour clock time now. No. That time. Damn. Hold on, cause like I know there's gotta be a website with the exact fucking time. Okay, is this should be good enough, right? Does it show the date on this? Okay, yes. Now, as y'all can see by the indicator on screen, at the time of this technically recording and stream both at the same time, this is the last stream of the year I'm doing. I don't know if I'm gonna hop on a game, probably not, but today I'm gonna yap for a few minutes, then I'm gonna make the final tier list of the year that is going to start off next year. So when y'all are seeing this, it's probably already 2025, like on the YouTube side, but if you're watching this live, alright, it's still 2024, about to be 2025, and I just want to say, pat your bitch ass self on the back. You made it. You did some good this year. You did some bad this year, but it's okay. You made it through the year, bitch ass nigga. Now, first thing I want to talk about after that. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna keep that up because I'm gonna use that a little later. But first thing I want to talk about today is there's some discussion out there about some Marvel Rival characters and how some of them are overpowered, underpowered, and how some of them are okay, but they could be better. But today specifically, we're talking about what, according to Dual Shockers, are the 7 worst characters in this game. Now, I'm waiting till the new year to start, but I'm going to make a list of, there's 3 tier lists based on Marvel Rivals I want to do. One on the best characters in Marvel Rivals, one on the best characters for solo queue and the best characters for if you got a team. Hold on 1 second. Come here. Over here on the back. Pick one. Over here. Okay, sit. And I'm gonna, like I said, all 3 of those lists I'm gonna make. But for right now, let's talk about what, according to DualShockers again, are the 7 most underpowered heroes. I already know Wolverine's on this list because a lot of you don't have the head meat to play Wolverine. But let's see who else is on this list. No thanks, keep reading. I don't want to make a fucking account. Black Panther? Already I know this list is made by a scrub because Black Panther, no. Already I know this list is made by a scrub because Black Panther is one of the better characters in the game. You just can't like smash your controller against the wall and step on it and get free kills like with a character like, I don't know, Hela or Punisher comparatively. Like Black Panther, you really have to take a lot of calculated risks in order to like succeed with him. I'll say, because like there's 2 different ways to think of characters in this game. There's solo queue thinking and there's team composition thinking. When it comes to stuff like team composition, that's where characters like Wolverine and stuff like that shoot up the tier list and people start to go, why is Wolverine above worst character in the game tier? Because he's not a bad character. A lot of people who play Wolverine, I'm not gonna lie, it's the fun way to play Wolverine is jump in the middle of 5 people, go ah, and just crash out all the time, even though that may not be the best play 100% of the time. So with that, I say like Black Panther is another character like that. Now, Black Panther is better at Wolverine's job in terms of doing it to DPS. Cause like if you're a backline, if you're a support, if you're anything other than a tank and you see Black Panther 2 feet in the air flying through the air with that purple spiral around him going towards you, or you see him cock his arm back and you see a purple spear in his hand, you pretty much just put your controller down and get ready to walk back from spawn to wherever you are, and you start telling your team, hey, Black Panther on my ass, I'm dead. Because Black Panthers will spin through the spot, you're dead. That's how fast it is. You're dead. Spear, dash, claw strike. You're out of here, buddy. It's fast. And like it takes longer to say the inputs than to actually do them. Black Panther is one of the better characters in this game. Now, again, let me see. Is this based on come here? Come here. No, come here, sir. I have to see if this is based on solo queue or team play. As a hero-based shooter, Marvel Rivals boasts a roster of 33 unique design. Unfortunately, some heroes fall behind. While they still can be fun in theory and practice, these characters can be easily overpowered by others. So they're just saying in general. In general, Black Panther's not ass. You suck. Black Panther's one of those characters. Black Panther's one of those characters. He's like, show. Come on, I'm right here. If you keep doing too much. Black Panther is one of those characters like Shulk in Smash Bros. If somebody tells you, yeah, Shulk sucks, that like plays Smash Bros, you can look at them and be like, I know your ass. Because this character is one of those characters that's a skill test. Like if you suck with this character, that just means you suck at this game in general. I'm not saying he's easy, but I'm saying that he's a character where if you don't know what you're doing, he seems fucking awful. Rocket Raccoon. In terms of the healers, if someone said Rocket Raccoon is the worst healer out of all of them, I would still disagree that he's a bad healer. I would more so agree that he's more niche. He's more of a character that succeeds in competitive play when you pair up the right kinds of people with him, especially Groot. Like Groot is his best pairing, like just period. But like when you pair him up with the right people, because like what a lot of people don't understand, is that Rocket is supposed to be a combat support, meaning he's a hybrid between a DPS and a healer, because what Groot excels at really is passively healing people. A lot of people, when they play healers, they expect to just sit there and just put an IV drip on somebody's back, probably a tank, and just walk around with them like Mercy and just go through the sky and basically get free 100k heals, because people are constantly shooting at the tank, but they got the IV drip in the tank's back, constantly healing them. So like Rocket Raccoon is a character that succeeds on that. Also, the way he heals with the bouncing orbs, you can't really do that on every map. versus like a dagger. When she throws her daggers, you can heal somebody with the daggers on any map. Or for example, Loki, when you put up those immortality joints that you can't die inside of, Loki can heal you with those on every map. Versus Rocket, the little bouncing balls that bounce off the walls, you can't heal people with those on every map. Some maps you just gonna have to send the heals directly to somebody. You can't passively heal people in that type of way. So I agree. He's probably one of the lower end characters in this game. But like I said, this is a team-based game. And whether it's a team-based shooter, a team-based fighting game, team-based racing game, nothing is really ever bad per se. There's bad combinations, but nothing by itself exclusively is usually bad in a vacuum. Thor, I know you don't know how to play this game, because like whenever I'm playing against teams with whether Cap is on the team or not, whenever I'm playing against a team as Thor, if I don't switch Wolverine or somebody on the team, let's say I already insta-lock DPS into Wolverine and they're not jumping over to Thor like this, schnick it, melting him, because the Wolverine-Thor matchup, because Wolverine is designed to be able to kill Thor, is actually favorable towards Wolverine. But if you have a healer sitting behind Thor, just IV dripping his butt, you can't do nothing to Thor. Thor just sits there and he looks at you like, ha! Thanks for the free damage block, dumbass. And he just smacks your head across the ground and scrapes the ground with you. But Thor's not a bad tank at all. Like his mechanic, yeah, you could tell this list is made by a scrub, because his mechanic with the hammers, when I first picked them up, like, and you could check in that video, when I first picked them up, I looked at the hammers, I said, I don't know how this shit works, I don't know what the fuck is going on. If you're a dumbass and you don't understand that certain things require deeper mechanics, yeah, I can see you not liking Thor. I personally still would say that Captain America is one of the worst tanks, in my opinion, for the simple fact that he works better when you play him as a DPS. It's better to think of Captain America as a DPS with a really large health bar. Like, he isn't a true tank that just goes out there, punches shit, or goes out there and shoots shit on the front line, and he just sits there, absorbs heals, and absorbs damage and beats people up. No, his job is to run on the back line, literally dive on the back line, beat up the healer, do a little bit of damage, run back out, get some heals, wait for another opportunity to rinse and repeat. So to me, Captain America is still the worst tank, but he's not a bad character. Oh yeah, I just explained why Captain America is not that great. Hulk, all right, because in competitive play, Hulk is very strong because he's not very strong, if that makes sense. So the best way I can explain it is all of the stronger tanks usually get insta banned, only leaving Hulk as a viable tank because of his power up with Doctor Strange, who is undeniably the best tank in Marvel Rivals right now. So this I don't really have a problem with. I still think as a tank, Hulk still does better at absorbing damage than Captain America, so that makes him a significantly better tank and a better character. But I'd have to look at the whole cast to see if I agree with Hulk probably being labeled worst tank. Black Widow, we're not even gonna argue about this. It's too many times I've seen people laser shit down with Black Widow. Black Widow and Hawkeye, to me, especially if they're on the same team, are two characters of the same cup of poison. All right, it's just a matter of what your preference is, whether you prefer a sniper or a bow and arrow. She's one of the better DPS in the game, especially in a comp. Wolverine, we already know why he's here, because most of you motherfuckers is glue eaters and soap lickers. A lot of y'all want to play Wolverine, jumping in the middle, going and scratching shit. The only downside I will say about Wolverine is Wolverine loses to a lot of DPS that he shouldn't lose to, because they simply go, oh, hi Wolverine. Hold on. Wolverine, let me counterplay you real quick. Wolverine, let me counterplay you real quick. Dead. That's how you counterplay Wolverine as a DPS. You literally just start walking backwards. He uses his one dash, and there's literally nothing he can do to you. He just pretty much suffers. That's why I say, like, a lot of people are crying for a lot of different buffs for Wolverine, calling him the most ass tier character in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Solo queue Wolverine is fucking atrocious. But if you play Wolverine with 3 people on your team that aren't glue eaters, and you're going against a team that has tanks, or you're going against a team that has a very brittle backline that's not too mobile. So for example, if you have to fight a Rocket, if you have to, the only person Wolverine struggles to kill healer wise to me is Jeff, because he could do that little dumbass move with the fin where he moves triple and double your speed. All right, so that shit, that's the only one he straight up can't kill. But I have no trouble killing Mantis. I have no trouble killing Cloak and Dagger, whether it's Cloak or Dagger, because you can move, you can maneuver, especially with that dash, faster than Cloak can turn majority of the time, unless you're playing against a cracked PC player that can just do this with their mouse and 360 all the way and catch you and just clip you. In that situation, hey nigga, you're just screwed. But if you're playing against regular Cloak and Dagger, you could clip them. And like, there's other healers that's not coming to my brain right now, but the only healer he struggles to kill really is Jeff the Shark. Now, there's obvious situations where he would seem worse than he really is. For example, if there's two healers juicing each other while one healer is shooting the shit out of you, like a Mantis or something like that, where he's gonna look worse than he really is. But when it comes to killing healers and tanks, Wolverine is fucking phenomenal. Only time he has real trouble is against the DPS who goes one step back, which, to be fair, sucks, but it does feel like it's fair because there's something that counters everybody in this game, and his counter is just DPS. Another thing that I think makes people think he's bad is because so many people insta-lock and play DPS, he's often going against a negative matchup. Makes sense? So it's like, all right, I don't know any better way to explain it. His weakness is another DPS, and he's often going up against, one second, and he's often going up against DPS. So he's gonna look way worse than he really is, versus if there were more cool tanks in this game and more people pick tank, Wolverine would be a meta menace. Wolverine would be the best character because all he do is kill strong tanks. Because even the stronger tanks in the game, like Doctor Strange, scared of Wolverine, because Doctor Strange's shield, for those of y'all don't know, only blocks bullets. It doesn't block melee. Unless you're like just have awful spacing and you're just meleeing specifically the corner of the shield or the side of the shield, melee goes through shield. So whenever you dash over to Doctor Strange and hit him with the dash, or whenever you hit him with the lunge, or whether you just regular schnicket melee, it's always hitting Doctor Strange. So a character that can shut down some of the strongest damage absorbers and pieces of a team can't be asked. A lot of you just don't know how to read, don't know how to do a little bit of research, look at a couple of YouTube videos to figure out why this character is cool. And a lot of y'all, because like one thing that I've become increasingly more and more aware of is that this is a lot of people's first hero shooter, because yes, this game has a lot of Overwatch refugees, but a lot of people on this game just see Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, Storm, Black Panther, and they go, oh, this game looks cool, and this is their first time playing a hero shooter. So I understand a lot of like newer people may think he's ass because they suck and this is their first time playing as him, and I understand a lot of like people who solo queue think Wolverine is ass because you can't just go in and drop 150 bombs with him and carry your team to the fucking victory, because every competitive nigga wants to be like, besides like specialists and stuff like that, every competitive nigga wants to play a character that could casually drop 30 when you go in all on your keyboard. Like, nah, bro, some characters you actually got to think. And I feel like because of the complexity of Wolverine and the discipline you have to have, I think they should put this nigga at 4 stars. I would say honestly 5, but that's over accounting for dumbasses. I think 4 stars should be his difficulty, because he's not as easy as the game as the other game's 3-star characters. Storm. Now Storm, I don't fully understand why people don't like Storm, but I will admit, out of all the DPS, the only DPS that I really haven't seen like dominate a comp for any specific reason, or that I haven't seen have like a really good, like a really good place in the meta, is Storm. Because I don't like, yeah, she's a flyer, but if you want somebody that flies on your team, you might as well pick Iron Man, right? Yeah, she can, or if you want a flyer that could hybrid and go on the ground, why not pick Star-Lord? His TTK is, by the time happens unless the Star Wars literally picks up his mouse and just poof, chucks it out the window like he's trying to pass that bitch to Travis Hunter. You pretty much can't. You pretty much can't miss with Star-Lord. And then his ult is literal aimbot. Like it literally is aimbot. Judge and jury. So like she's just a character that currently has no place in the meta. She doesn't have any team up that makes her moves her up some spots. Like for example, a Hulk, where if you play Hulk, Doctor Strange is the best tank. So if you have the best tank in the game on your team, Doctor Strange, it only makes sense to pick Hulk to make the bet to give the best tank a boost and a power up. And then on top of that, if you want a flyer on your team and the best tank is Doctor Strange, and you also have Hulk, the power up also extends to Iron Man. So if you want to play a flyer with good damage, just play Iron Man. And the fact that she could like give her teammates little boosts and stuff like that, there's DPS that can do that better. And most of the time, the only boost people really care about is like speed increases for dumb slow characters, or damage increases. And her damage increases aren't significant enough to make it be like, oh, you need to pick Storm for her damage boost because she's just that busted. Nah. So I agree that she may be like the weakest, especially DP, but overall in the game, I don't really know if she's the weakest, but definitely the weakest DPS in the game for sure, 100%. And also, before I go into talking about these other topics, I don't know if this is going to be a separate video or not, but look, I just want to repeat myself real quick and say, look, pop it up for yourself. You made it through another year. Happy New Year's, gang. Now let's get into talking about this game and stuff. When you saying this, it'll be New Year's already, but now, oh, this is the website. Time and date. Damn, this is the website. But yeah, I'm filming this / streaming this on the last day of December, last day of 2024. So when you seeing this, it'll be the first day of 2025. I'm time traveling out this bitch. Anyway, Happy New Year's, fuck nigga. Now, Sony teases new PS Portal features. Now, the PS Portal, when it released, I stand on that. When it released, it was god awful and there was no reason to buy it. Slowly, Sony is doing something that they've never done before. Actually support their goddamn peripheral. Because they've been adding features to this PS Portal and adding different improvements that over time have increased the value. While the price is going down, the value of this is going up more and more. Now, it's still a pretty niche device and you still pretty much got to be a PlayStation fanboy to play this game. But if they add the right features, hey, this might be a whole W handheld device. But according to Game Rant, Sony is planning to introduce new features to the PS Portal in the future, like the recently added ability to stream your games from the cloud rather than PS5. Although Sony has yet to share any concrete sales figures, third-party estimates suggest that it sold around 6,500 to over 500,000 within the US. More PS Portals on a feature. Wakai explained that Sony wanted to be extra careful about delivering the best possible experience from day one. They weren't careful about that. What's the quote? Oh, some more quotes and stuff up here. Where is it? The decision to add this feature marked the first anniversary of its release. This gadget initially was marketed as an accessory to the P5. Sony introduced experimental support for playing games on Portal without a PS5. The decision to add that. Okay. The cloud game streaming option has always been in our roadmap since the early development stage. And why didn't you release with it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Stop. Hey, yo, companies, dear companies, stop releasing products that are half done. Nobody likes that shit. Wakai explained, be that as it may, where's the other quote? Wanted to be extra careful. The cloud game streaming option has always been in our roadmap since the PS Portal's early development stage. Man, I think this article is full of fucking cap. basically, the nigga said, hey, eventually we gonna be adding some new features. Also, another thing I want to show y'all, just real quick. Like I said in my other video, yes, that was the last episode, because Squid Games 3, this is the first poster for it. They already talked about Squid Game season 3, and season 2 was left off on a cliffhanger. So it wasn't, my suspicion on how it was weird that, hey, no, you cannot go play with the baby. No. My suspicion on it felt weird that this season was only 7 episodes was like me sniffing out the future low-key, because I was like, it didn't make sense. They made all that money from season 1 and they only made 7 fucking episodes. So what I think they did is they made 2 seasons and they're splitting them up to drum up more hype. That's the only thing that makes sense. And yup, with this poster confirmation, seems that that's true. And this article real quick, gameplay reveal. Oh yeah, there's a more in-depth gameplay reveal south of the midnight. Fuck this article, I want to watch. I want to watch the gameplay. What we working with?
Do you think there's a chance
4K.
my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you here,
Oh yeah, this is new.
fight until we find her.
Okay, and some more details about the story.
Hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers?
No.
Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Tripping. You could tell that this game had black people working on it, because like it's certain linguistic nuances that you would never notice, and that you would never notice if you don't know the difference, and that if you're not articulate enough, you wouldn't be able to explain. But certain shit, like how do you say it?
What?
Stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
You lucky I come along. That's just some black people southern shit, bro.
What?
Shh. Over there. Over there.
That's two-toe Tom. Big.
Two-toe Tom.
I gotta drop you off fast.
Down.
After I got you out of that tree,
Down.
you helped me find my
I
mama.
ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Okay.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
This game looks nothing but beautiful.
Okay.
Hey, I heard that.
Oh, is this the same showcase we already seen? I thought they was gonna show us some new shit. My dumb ass, I got bamboozled, finessed, finangled. Man, I got bamboozled. My fault, y'all. Damn, the video still ain't start. I got bamboozled. So,